Good morning. This is Christy, founder of the Wildberry Patch. I created the Wildberry Patch years ago because I felt like an outsider. I felt like people didn't understand what I was going through. I felt like I was all alone. Well, this past week I attended a program for addiction awareness. My mother was a drug addict. She was a functioning one. She was a professional nurse. It eventually took her life. I never dealt with it. I went home for all the funeral things, and I had just gotten married a month before, and my husband worked on a farm, and he could only take so many days off, and he needed to be back for harvest. The visitation was on my 20th birthday. That day is coming up. Only it won't be my 20th again. I wonder how many people have a loss that they've never talked about. It doesn't have to be a traumatic loss. It can be any type of a loss. And you still have to go through the grieving process. Jesus grieved when Mary and Martha were crying because Lazarus was in the tomb, and Jesus knew full well that he was going to raise Lazarus from the dead, and still he cried. When I went home, I was alone in a tiny town in Indiana, and my husband was working the long hours of harvest. I never dealt with the grief. So yesterday, I started writing out all of the little pieces of the memories that I had remembered in pieces so that I never had to deal with the full impact of the grief. When you have grief, when you have a loss, when you have any kind of trauma, and you don't deal with it, and you push it down, it's like putting a Band-Aid over a wound. And of course it's going to fester. Now, I am very blessed that I understood my mother's sickness, and I never blamed her, and I never blamed myself. Those are two things that some people have to deal with. There are also things that people have to deal with about those around the situation. My point is, we have to deal with it. So I have waited 45 years to fully deal with my mother's death. There is a book called The Body Always Remembers, and it's about abuse. But the fact is, the body always remembers. Memories are kept in our bodies, in our brains, and unless we process them, they work in the background, and they cause troubles. They cause irrational issues. They cause problems. My prayer for you, if you have any kind of a loss in your life, is that you would be strong and be courageous and take that walk with Jesus through the path in the valley of the shadow of death. Because on the other side, he has prepared a table for us. And it's a table of celebration. It's a table of victory. If you are going through situations of loss, there are many, many groups out there, Christian and otherwise, that will help you work through the loss. One that I can recommend that you could probably find in some church in your area is called Grief Share. And I think it's an 8-week program that you get a workbook and you go through and you find out the truth about what your feelings are that are truly grieving. They're not you going crazy. My prayer for you, if you have gone through loss, is that you will not squash it down. You will not wait 45 years. You will deal with it. You will feel it. You will allow it to work through your system so that you become strong on the other side. And I'm going to tell you this. The pain of the loss never goes away. It just gets different. And we grow around it. We don't fester around it. We grow around it. And then we're able to help others. Grief Share. It's all one word. You should be able to find it. I'll put Grief Share in the first comment of this video. And then look for organizations in your area. Take care of yourself. You're still living. And those that have gone on would never want us to be living like a zombie. They would not want us to be the walking dead. The Lord bless you and keep you and make you your face hit that. Let's try that again. The Lord bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you and give you peace. That peace that passes all understanding. That peace that keeps your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus so that we can deal with the sorrows of this life. He sees us, he loves us, and he has a plan for our life. And he's had that plan since before we were born. Take care. See you next time.